Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a video on Undertale Last Corridor, and today I'm going to tell you the top 5 characters, beginner characters in low-end servers that I recommend you use. Anyway, for our first one we got Underfell. Underfell is got high damage, he does high damage, and he has low cooldowns, which is really good. The low cooldowns is something that is very helpful in low-end servers, which makes him pretty hard to deal with. He has high damage too. The only downside of him, in my opinion, is that he has low stamina. He doesn't have a lot of stamina in regards to what he starts off with. He only starts off with like 150. So that's not a lot compared to a lot of Sands, which start with 200. But it's still not that bad. He also has the KR upgrade, which you can get with somewhat low wins. And he has a final attack, which you'll see here in a minute, which does a lot of damage and will very likely kill people in low-win servers because they won't see it coming. It does a lot of damage. Anyway, yeah, Fell also has a 30 win requirement, and if you play him a lot in low-win servers, it can help you later on because you can, with his upgrades, you can get a phase 2 with 1,200 XP and 300 wins. And here's the final attack. It is very good. I am playing, please remind yourself that I am playing not in low-win servers, which can make, well, overall just harder to get kills in with these characters, but they will do well in low-win servers. I'm like 100% sure of it. As you can see, that guy got taken out by it. It's really good. And another thing I can recommend is when you're playing Fell, when you try to camp in your bone zone, it is your only keep away from me move aside from force. So, yeah. And also spam all your attacks right at the beginning and try to kill somebody or get a lot of damage done with a blaster. It's really all I can recommend. But Fell is really good. That's why he's in number 1 on this list. Yeah, well, let's get on to number 2. Number 2 is Distrust Sand. He is got a higher win requirement than almost any other. Actually, he has the highest win requirement of any other Sands on this list. And please remind yourself this gameplay is him fully leveled up, which personally is my favorite on this list, but this isn't a personal favorite, this is who's basically best statistically. But the reason why he's only on number 2 and he isn't on number 1 is because of his high win requirement. Anyway, his attacks are very good for keeping people away from you. As you can see, the spinning bone there does a lot of damage. And he also has his blasters here, which do a lot of damage, and he has like a passive ability, which is called the special attack, which causes these bones to float around the corridor, which do a very nice chunk of damage. If people accidentally don't walk, like if they're not moving when they hit an orange one, it'll deal damage. If they aren't staying still when they hit a blue one, it will deal damage to them. So yeah, it's really good. Another thing is that he does have a phase 2 that you can get. I am not too sure of the requirements. You can check yourself. It's very simple to check. Just go to the upgrades thing beside the character. But it's really good. I personally grinded him for a while there. I got like 1,500 XP on him. He's really good. Anyway, another tip is to use all your attacks at the beginning. I recommend you use your map-wide bone wall and your colored bones immediately, and then you try to hit people with your blaster. Because your blaster does a lot of damage, and that's the main damage dealer. If you can snipe people with your blaster, it will be very handy. Anyway, here's his phase 2. As you can see, it's kind of overwhelming. So yeah, it's he's cool. I really like him. I just couldn't kill this guy though. He was just like being extremely ignorant and not getting killed. And yeah, his cool platform gimmick is really cool too. He also has a block. A downside is that he has health instead of dodges, really. He does have blocks, which will enter him into his phase 2, or just dodge damage if you don't have that upgrade. But that's a bit of a downside of him. And he also has semi-high stamina usage. I always find myself near the end of the fight basically completely out of stamina. So if you aren't really using him conservatively, you can kind of die. As you're seeing here, like I was on pretty low stamina, and that was with me having my phase 2 upgrade. Anyway. Number 3, Underswap Papyrus. He is, I also have the phase 2 for him, which is 400 XP, which is pretty low for a phase 2, and I don't know about the win requirement, but yeah, he's pretty good. He does really good damage. He has high damage, pretty low stamina though. That's kind of a downside of him too. He only has 150, which is a pretty crappy starting number. And he has okay cooldowns. Not the best. That's kind of a con. His cooldown for his spinning bones attack that goes around the corridor is pretty high. But I haven't played him in a while, so I actually had quite a bit of fun playing as him. He's a pretty fun character to play as. And the other thing too is that he's just a good overall rounder character. He's only 20 wins, so he's a pretty good character for 20 wins. And I do fully recommend upgrading him. Without upgrades, this is why he's number 3 on this list. He's not amazing. He can be very annoying for players who just started. Dodging those spinning bones that are going around the corridor can be really hard. And once you get phase 2, this guy is absolutely broken in low wins. His phase 2 is extremely overwhelming. You have the spinning corridor bones, which you will see here in a minute. I'm about to enter phase 2. There we go, I'm phase 2 now. I have the spinning corridor bones. I have the map-wide spinning bone. I sadly do not win here because I'm in high win servers, so these guys are basically sweats. So it kind of sucks, but yeah, he's very overwhelming in low wins, and you can get a lot of kills with him really easy, and it's nice. So I definitely recommend you use him. And when you are using him, use your bone wave to camp. That's your only get away from me attack, so try to camp inside your bone wave when you use it to regain stamina, because otherwise you're gonna have issues with it. And as you can see here, this is what I meant by he has mech cooldowns. In his phase 2, his cooldowns are pretty bad, so I kind of just died. Anyway, on to number 4. And you guys are probably wondering, man, why the do you not have a single below 10 win character in here? And here he is, Science Sans. I did start recording this footage a little bit late, but he is personally a really fun character that I love to play if I was in low wins. I played him a lot when I was, before I got my reset, but he's really good. He has high damage. He only has 4 attacks though, which really sucks. He has okay stamina usage and also a low max stamina, which kind of sucks. But he's pretty good. That's really all I can say about him. Try to get his first upgrade. It's only 50 XP and like 7 wins, which gives him a bit more stam, which makes it easier to win. Anyway, we're on to our final one, Last Breath. He is one of the most overwhelming characters at the start. Spam all of your moves, and like half of the low win people will probably die immediately. As you can see here, he has auto blasters, he has regular dual blasters, he has sliders, bone sliders, he has map-wide bone wall, color bone wall, which is crazy. But the only really horrible thing about him is that he has a tremendously long cooldowns for his big attacks that do a lot of damage, like his auto blasters and stuff, which really sucks, and he has high stamina usage. But if you can get that first upgrade, he becomes a lot better, and he also has a phase 2 upgrade as well. 4 out of the all characters here do have phase 4. Phase 2s, my bad. Anyway, yeah, he's really good, but I am getting shredded here, as you can see, kind of like I'm really low on stamina, because he evolved, yeah. And he also doesn't have any bone zones, which sucks, because the bone zones help you, like, regain stamina. He doesn't have anything like that to keep people off of him, so it really sucks. I just kind of try to dodge as much. Anyway, at the very end here, the bonus character that I recommend you grind, because he's broken if you level him up all the way, is Disbelief Papyrus, because he'd be pretty easy to grind in low-end servers. His second upgrade gives him a phase 2, which is absolutely broken. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed, like and subscribe, and see y'all next time. Goodbye!